The sunrise east of Mirage's edge was no true sun. It pulsed magenta through a shivering sky, casting shadows in the wrong direction, bending the shape of the dunes like breath on glass. Veylan didn't flinch. He'd seen it before. This was the third pulse this week. Too close to the edge of the thawless depth. Too many echoes breaking loose. He tightened the strap on his scroll gauntlet, its brass inlays warm from proximity to the Roil. The scrolls it held rustled like leaves in the wind, though there was no breeze, only pressure. The dunes breathed. Something down there moved. Veylan crouched beside the twisted trunk of a glass bark tree, its limbs bare save for a single bloom, a soft pink flower that glowed faintly, and bled at the stem. Not native. He took out a small shard of mirror steel from his bandolier and held it to the blossom. In the reflection, the flower withered, peeled back its petals like lips, and revealed a ring of teeth inside. Definitely not native. He pressed the shard to the glyph plate on his gauntlet, activating a binding protocol. The flower screamed, not aloud, but in the marrow of his teeth. He winced. His blood buzzed. From the valley below, a response came. A rattling breath somewhere between insect hiss and flute tone. He'd been heard. It had no name in the records. No one mapped this deep into the mirror wastes anymore. The trees were all wrong. Bark like burnt silver, leaves like flakes of mica, roots that sank upward into floating soil. He passed a dead wind skate caught between two branches, glider skin slashed open. Eyes crusted with green rot. Something was feeding here, something that liked wings. He activated the second sigil on his gauntlet and unrolled a scroll bound in eelhide and etched bone. "Crawlshade," he whispered. With a hiss of displaced air, a massive toad-like creature emerged from the scroll's magic, a warped glow-toad, its skin translucent and pulsing with bioluminescent veins. It croaked once, sending waves of disorientation through the trees as reality briefly warped inward. "Scan the grove," Veylan said. "Don't touch anything alive." Crawlshade blinked its 6 glowing eyes, then padded silently into the foliage. As it moved, spectral spores drifted from its back, deterrents to anything nearby with a nervous system. Veylan moved in the opposite direction, mirroring the sweep, a tracker's pattern. Old habits. There were signs, half-eaten creatures left suspended in the trees, drained of pigment. No wounds, no tracks, no smell. But a presence. He froze. A tree was watching him. It didn't have eyes. Not really. But the bark was carved in 1,000 radial spirals, each folding inward like the pupil of a monstrous iris. And it moved slightly toward him as he stepped back. Behind him, Crawlshade croaked again. A warning. The air bent. The ground cracked, revealing not stone, but calcified roots in the shape of ribcages. Petals bloomed from the earth, fleshy, twitching, wrong, and then the echo revealed itself. It emerged from a trunk split top to bottom, a chrysalis made of petals and sinew, stitched with veins of starlight. From within, something unfolded, a creature vaguely deer-like, but leafless and smooth, its body striated with pale bark, its antlers dripping glowing sap. It moved soundlessly, its hooves did not touch the ground. Where it passed, flowers wilted and soil cracked. The Bloomless Stag, a royal echo of an ancient forest guardian, warped, flawed, grieving. Veylan's breath caught. "This one's old," he murmured. "Pre-royal?" It turned to look at him. And in that instant, he remembered dying. He remembered roots through his lungs. He remembered light through his skull. He remembered kneeling before this thing, begging it not to forget his name. His knees hit the earth. A psychic echo, a memory not his, ripped through his spine like fire. The Bloomless Stag charged. "Glimmerfang!" Veylan roared, activating a second scroll. Light fractured as the winged beast burst forth, a sky heron of silver glass and mirrored eyes. Shrieking with a frequency that split branches, it interposed itself just in time, talons flashing as it collided with the stag mid-leap. The blast of force hurled Veylan backward. His coat caught fire in 3 places. He hit the soil hard and rolled. The stag's cry split the air like broken crystal. It retaliated with a pulse of anti-growth, and half the grove withered in seconds, flowers curling in on themselves, bark peeling away to bone. Crawlshade leapt in, pulsing a defensive shimmer of light, slowing the echo. Now. Veylan drew the capture scroll, still blank, humming with dormant glyphs. He stabbed it into the dirt. "Name of bone, name of bloom, name of what was before," he intoned. The Bloomless Stag turned toward him. Blood trickled from Veylan's nose. The scroll smoked. "You are not whole, but I name you." He flung the mirror shard toward the creature. It struck the antlers and shattered. The reflection of the creature, the dream of it, the memory of it, was pulled inward, sucked into the scroll like ink down a drain. The echo shrieked once more and collapsed into light. The scroll sealed itself. A single glyph, now burned into the parchment, pulsed once. Bound. Veylan sat in the quiet wreckage of the grove, Crawlshade licking blood from his boot. Glimmerfang preening cracked feathers. He unrolled the new scroll with care. The glyph shimmered and twisted, not with heat, but with memory. The Bloomless Stag, a floral phantasmal, not truly beast or spirit, but something caught between root and dream. It possessed no weight in the world, yet every step left rot behind. Its body levitated inches above the ground, gliding in a way that felt like regret more than motion. Exposure to its aura caused vegetation to wither and stone to crack, not from heat or decay, but from emotional rot, as if its very presence recalled grief too old for language. The most dangerous trait, however, was its memory pulse, a psychic resonance that forced those nearby to remember things that never happened or perhaps had been erased. The scroll recorded it as a high-threat entity, dangerous not through violence alone, but through conceptual contamination. Its instability was marked as moderate, not because the echo was calm, but because it held itself together with surprising cohesion, as if it wanted to remain remembered, for now it was bound, stable. But even as he tucked the scroll away, Veylan could feel the weight of its presence lingering at the edge of his thoughts. "One more for the collection," he whispered. Above, the Roil pulsed again, softer this time. But something deeper answered. He didn't look up.